What's really fucking good, y'all? It's your boy Mill.
Your boy Pat.
Y'all tapped right now to a very special Victory Monday. Victory Monday Bay Area edition of your favorite podcast, our favorite podcast, On Base Soil. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. Shout out everybody in the chat right now. What's good? What's good? Everybody here, my boy Rocket here already know what's good. Niners. Yes. Appreciate y'all for always coming through, rocking with us. We wanted to go ahead and switch it up a little bit tonight and give y'all the show a day early. My boy Pat, what's really fucking good?
No, man. Victory Monday. Can't complain. Wasn't perfect, but we got it done.
Yeah, no, we're going to get into it right now. Make sure y'all go ahead and tell a friend to tell a friend to slide through. My boy OB3, as always, rocking with us. What's good, gang? I cannot find your comment. Where's you at? Oh, yes, but Rudy is definitely lying. Rudy Poo, Candy Ass, I believe that is Ramilia's alias. His name is Rudy, but somehow the 49ers ended up losing to the Rams this year, which is crazy, but they went ahead and took that L tonight, so shout out to them. Yes, we will get into it while y'all are here. Victory Monday. Them 49ers went ahead and creeped past the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-20 by a game-winning field goal from your man, the legendary Jake Moody. After missing 3 field goals earlier in the game, and went ahead and hit the game winner to go ahead and get us up out of there. But crazy game from start to finish. Had pretty much everything. We saw CMC in there. Brock Purdy went crazy in terms of passing yards. Got 2 touchdowns as well with a crazy touchdown to Kittle. But what did you think of the game from the squad on Sunday?
Yeah, it was ugly, but we got the win. Started real slow, then we picked it up, and then we went slow again. Just a lot of ups and downs. Still continuing to struggle in the red zone.
Yep.
Yeah, but ultimately we got the win, got it done. So can't complain.
Man, cannot complain. It's that's what I'm saying. I'm like, everyone was kind of like getting upset and shit like that. This is probably like one of the more somber Victory Mondays, I would say. But where we at as a team right now, we got to just take the wins where they come, no matter how we get them. I know everyone was a little bit frustrated with my man Jake Moody in the game, as we could probably start right there, as Debo did go viral for a chin check-in. Tabor Peppers on the sideline after having a conversation with Jake Moody to go ahead and kick the field goals, and ended up slapping, he kind of punched Tabor Peppers right in the face, and then ended up slapping Jake Moody alongside of him. A lot of people had a problem with Debo doing that after seeing certain NFL players have a passionate, outburst on the sideline. Debo, after the game, did say he had an out-of-body experience, but did not regret going over to Jake Moody and talking to him. But what did you feel about Debo getting into it with the special teams?
I don't really condone workplace violence, but sometimes you gotta slap some sense into people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
A la Jordan Poole, you feel me?
Right? No, talk about it. Yeah, that's true.
But I'm saying I don't necessarily agree with the fact that, like, you feel me, he didn't necessarily need to put his hands on him. But also, I don't know, what did he say to make Tabor Pepper that? What did he say to make them niggas that mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to know.
That's what I was going to go to.
What was really said? It was more of a mush than a punch, but
yes. Oh, he pushed him. He kind of, it was like a almost like a choke, and then he went into a full extension. But the fact that he slapped Jake Moody along with
it was like all in one motion. So they just caught a little, you feel me, collateral damage. But
crazy,
hey,
bro.
He made the next one after it. So say what you want.
Right?
Debo smacked some
sense. Locked in. Tabor Peppers, he said it after the game. He said, "Man, y'all saying we locked in after that pretty much." The point was definitely given across, and when we really needed it, Jake Moody went ahead and hit that game winner, which Kyle Shanahan said after the game to the team that it was right down the middle, but Kyle, it was not right down the middle. It was still a little veered off to the right.
It went in between the goalposts, so that's what he meant. That's what he meant by right down the middle. It was in between the goalposts. That's all he cares about,
bro. If everyone goes back and watch that video when Kyle brings up Jake Moody, the whole locker room was like, yeah, we shout out who right now, coach? He said, yeah, I'm going to shout out Jake Moody. Everybody clapping up.
But for sure. At the end of the day, after you done missed 3, I know he's already in his head. So he nailed the game winner. For me, pressure on the line. Gotta give it to him. But bro, you gotta tighten up.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. First game back for my boy. I mean, he was still 3 for 6. I have Young Hoku in my fantasy team, and he went 1 for 4 and did not hit a game winner yesterday. So no one batted an eye at that. But 49er fans, when you draft a 3rd round kicker and you expect big things from him, that the fan base can get a little rabid. So
3 is a lot. I could give you 1 or 2 misses in the game, but 3 is a lot.
3 was pushing it.
That's when you feel me. Everybody is pushing frustration at that point. Like, you feel me. Debo, obviously a team captain. You feel me. You can't be putting your hands on folks. But
he probably wasn't going to at first. But like you said, I don't know what Taylor Pepper said, but he felt the need to go ahead and challenge Debo back. Also, it's hot. It's hot in the moment. It's like 90 degrees, Debo, big guy.
That's cool. Talk your shit, but don't put your hands on nobody. But
we don't want to condone violence. We don't want to condone violence. But man, it made for a viral moment though. On my part,
for sure did. Hey, that's the start to the championship DVD, man. Let's go.
Yes. Talk about it. OB3 says, yeah, it was a punch/shove. LOL.
Yeah. Shout out. Nice little aggressive mush. A little stiff arm.
Shout out Jalen Frank, Game Violence in the building, our Vegas correspondent. He says Kyle was heated after every game.
He was cussing his ass out on the sideline. What the fuck?
Gonna try and come back after the game and make everybody give a team clap. Oh man, that was one of the funniest videos ever. OB3 says I was afraid he was gonna miss that 4th field goal.
I mean, how could you not be, brother? Everybody was at that point. Like, we just knew we were going to overtime.
So George is the ultimate team guy. So they asked Kittle after the game. They said about the kicks and shit. He said, George always got to be a team first. He said, whenever I used to watch Jake kick it right, he would usually miss. So I've been doing him a favor by not watching it when he kicks. So I didn't really even see the last game when it kicked. So he said that was on me because I was watching it for the first 3. Shout out to Kittle, always having his dog's back for sure. Thank you, Jalen Frame. Just brought up my point right here. My boy wouldn't be missing them kicks if we're not kicking 6 field goals in the game. We need touchdowns. Thank you, Jalen Frank. We are still 29th in the league in red zone touchdowns. Purdy did make some shit shake with that was probably his best pass of the day, the George Kittle scramble to the left. Before that, it was definitely the moon ball to CMC. That was pretty icy. But outside of him throwing the ball to Ricky Pearsall that was what your boy called on this show for the bingo picks on touchdowns. You just still struggled in the red zone, bruh. We thought CMC coming back was going to be a quick fix to that problem, but still, is it the play calling? Is it the execution?
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit of it both. And also, I noticed too, like a lot of Kyle's plays and the way his offense is set up it's like counters to plays that he's running earlier in the game or whatever. It's not really built for like, we got one play right here. We need to get this 2-point conversion, or we need to get this first down. It's not really built like that. It's just built on like, you've been seeing this same look all game. Now we're going to counter off of it, get you to over pursue. So partially it's play calling, partially it's our offense, the way the shit's designed, but Purdy has to be better and make those, because sometimes the plays are there and he just will overthrow folks or force it into a window that's not there. Some of them have been drops, but it's a combination.
The Ricky Pearsall, when he tried to loft to him, was a little tough. It was like a over the shoulder, but probably should have been like more of a back shoulder fade. And then just I don't know, man. Like you would think, like well, I don't know when I'm playing the game, I get mad and shit like that. When I'm in the red zone, I like to hit some crossing routes could help us out. Hit a little check down in the flat or Texas route to your running back. Just run the fucking ball and try and get a fucking touchdown that way as well too. That would also help, but they got to figure out ways to get touchdowns in the end zone. But just continuing to try and get better in that area. In terms of CMC, we made the what's it called? The analogy that Buzz Lightyear, when Buzz Lightyear comes into the fray, Kyle Shanahan likes to go ahead and use his best toys out there. And CMC coming off of the both Achilles tendonitis tears was in heavy action, of course. Had 13 carries on the day with 5 catches.
He did not.
Sorry,
hey,
6
hey,
catches.
hey! He did not tear his Achilles. Let's not speak that into existence.
Was it ruptured or
tendonitis? Is just tendonitis.
Sorry, Achilles tendonitis in both legs. But my boy was in overusage in high mode again. Completely forgot about Jordan Mason and Isaac Guerrero, who only had 1 carry each on the day. What did you think of the CMC return and how Kyle used the Great White Buffalo?
Yeah, the man just can't help himself. Obviously, I think it was the first drive. It was like we didn't have a long ass drive, so I see why he sets him out and let him run pretty much a lot of the second. But then I thought he was going to switch it up after that, and he just didn't. So, it is what it is. It's how we got here in the first place. But we'll see if he makes adjustments going forward.
I think Jordan Mason was 1 carry for 5 yards out the gate. Then you got Christian McCaffrey. He only averaged I don't know if it's because it's his first game back, but CMC he didn't seem all the way 100% to me. Like it felt like he was maybe like 80, 85 a little bit. What did you feel like percentage-wise? You think he looked all the way back or maybe just first game back and trying to get his legs back under him? How did you feel about that?
Yeah, just looked like the first game back to me. Thought he had some spurts where he looked really good, but yeah, first game back, gotta knock the rust off. So I wasn't too worried about it. But like I said, I definitely wanted to see more Jordan Mason. Let's mix that up a little bit.
Move it. Come on, Kyle. Move it around. Jay LaFrey, definitely, yeah. After KD, danger alarms. After KD, the danger alarms are up with anything Achilles-wise, definitely. Also, too, Ricky Pearsall looked really good out there. He run routes like a fucking gazelle, bro. Like we saw him at practice. The joke was made about him looking good versus air. He can run some routes for sure. He's getting open, deep crossers, nice comeback routes. I don't think Purdy looked his way enough, but you think Ricky Pearsall could? Wide receiver 1, your boy Juwan Jennings did lead the pack, 7 catches for 93 yards. Do you think Ricky Pearsall can make a push for wide receiver 1 before the end of the season?
We'll see. I think he's got the opportunity, but I still think he's behind Juwan as of now. So we'll see. He's got to become a little better of a blocker. He's just not that physical yet, but he does make a
smaller guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you would want to see him just run blocking better.
Yeah, he's gonna have to if he's gonna start at the wide receiver 1. But he's looking good so far. I thought he was getting open. I thought he's learning how to like maneuver through the zone, coming across the field, learning to create space. So I was happy with what I saw.
Yes, no, definitely. Ricky's looking good out there. I want to get some more Jacob Cowan out there, but we will only see my boy on kickoff and special teams. Jay LaFrey says he's definitely glad to see Juwan Jennings getting a shot as wide receiver 1 opposite of Debo. Looks like Pearsall will be more in the slot. I feel like they was using them. They kind of use them more on the outside to me instead of the slot. Do you feel like they use Ricky Pearsall on the slot more, or?
I really wasn't paying too much attention. I know
I feel like
Debo was in the backfield a couple of times, but
that part.
His touchdown, he came out the slot, huh? I know it was a passing route, but
yeah, I was like say it was like more of a like a deep crosser, but I don't know if he came out the slot on that play, but shit. Either way, he can run either position, outside or slot receiver. Debo ended the day, 5 catches, 62 yards. And then for the defensive side, shout out to Vondre Campbell, you know what I'm saying, making shit shake. With seven tackles on the day. So he's definitely he made a big play too later in the game. I forgot where it was, but made a good tackle for loss. That was really big. And then Fred, of course, leading the charge with 9 tackles. Sacks on the day, we had 2 for the bingo card. I had 1, of course, for Nick Bosa, both hit for Nick Bosa, and the other one was by my boy Malik. So my bingo card is looking good. How do you think the defense looked versus a Mike Evans list and Chris Godwin list, Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I don't know. Just wasn't really that impressive. Thought they did okay. Bosa act like he can't tackle fucking Baker Mayfield and let him drag him across the field. That pissed me off.
Look, that play was crazy, bro. That was when the game was in the balance, bro. This nigga really tried. He let Baker Mayfield drag him halfway across the yard or halfway across the field. Like you said, I think the rivalry is definitely over because Nick Bosa did not have that same energy like he had the last couple times he played Baker Mayfield. Because I don't know how the hell you let him drag you across the field like that. But he did have the pretty timely sack in the fourth quarter that we needed. So that was at least saving grace. He did hit the Trump dance with the team. I did see that. Fred Warner, I believe, even got in on that as well, too. So that was pretty funny. Renardo Green, Young Gang Violence, highest rated player on defense for the week by PFF. Your man was out there strapping shit. No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin, but he was out there doing his thing. How we liking seeing a young rookie blossom into a really great corner.
I thought our secondary for the most part did pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just feel like our D line was the only. I ain't gonna say the issue, but I feel like they could have been a lot better. But
it's really just a pass rush. Like we just don't get enough pressure. Like that's
yeah. I mean, even the run game, I felt like they was running on us a little bit more than I would like. But
I mean,
when they scored,
got a pretty good run game.
It wasn't really. No, I'm about to say, but when they scored, it wasn't really. I'm gonna say it wasn't our fault, but off the muff punt, like that was.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, definitely. But man, it was they did pretty good against Baker. Let's see what Baker had. He only had like 116 on the day.
No picks, bro.
No picks. Did not get a pick from Baker this week, so did not hit on the bingo card for that. But I thought defense did pretty well overall, considering things. Just made some boneheaded plays towards the end there, and Bosa did not get that. Let Baker Mayfield drag him across the field, so that was pretty crazy. But overall, thought the squad did pretty well, did enough to go ahead and get the win. So we are sitting second right now with the Rams loss tonight in the NFC West. And we just got to make some strides, bro. Like I said, at this point in the season, bro, it's all about just getting wins where you can get them. We ended up getting that, so we just go ahead and move on to this next week. And we will try and just go ahead and see what we can do to go ahead and get the win for next week, bro. Do you got anything else we can improve on from this game going into next week, or kind of set it and forget
it? Yeah, I mean, we have to improve in the red zone if we're gonna be a fucking real football team. But besides that, I just feel like that's like the main thing. Everything else kind of fall into place, but we have to execute in the red zone. We're moving the ball down the field, like we have to turn these into touchdowns.
Man, at a high rate. We I think still number 1 in yards, like just in terms of overall yards and everything, but just all out in that red zone. We got the nerd-ass Seahawks coming to Levi's next week, so definitely want to see them go home with an L. Yes, Jalen Frey, special teams needs the biggest work, but at this point, it's this late in the season, bro. I'm like, how much better can the special teams even do? Even Alan Perry, resident Raider fan, y'all special teams need some improvement. I mean, shit, they really all need to get slapped by Debo. Is there any way we can improve in the special teams area? Because people keep talking about firing the coach, but I mean, what's firing the coach going to do at this point in the season, bro?
Nothing. Our special teams is cooked. We're gonna have to get dude from the Saints or something.
Yeah, we just gotta figure it out, bro. Like it's bad, bro. It's really bad, bro. Yeah, there's no way they can disapprove that. So let's go ahead and try to see what we can do for next week. We'll jump into for the power rankings and taking it around the league. Pretty good games yesterday all around. This is my first day really just live tweeting and getting to chill and watch all the other games from the house. Any games that stood out to you as the Falcons blew up my fucking parlay? He said Derek Carr be looking like all the favor when their team wants to get a top draft pick on the line. Any games that stood out to you on Sunday?
Yeah, Steelers and Commanders was really good.
Good one.
Mm-hmm. Bitch ass Chiefs, bro. They just always
bruh. And so look, we can't even. There's no way you can blame it on the juju for this week because it's a block. It's a blocked kick. They made the play. You want to talk about a playmaker? That's the playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Like they went in and blocked the kick and got the win, bro. They think he's finding a way every week. Spoiler alert, still at the top of the power rankings for me. But the Chargers look good. The Eagles went ahead and axed out the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are cooked. So they're pretty much done. We said this like 3 weeks ago, but Trey, my boy, got in there, threw the interception. It's over. Cardinals went ahead and got their win pretty. Boy, the Cardinals smoked the shit out of the Jets. But Cardinals, are they real?
Yeah, and I always said like there's two different Cardinal teams. You don't know which one's really gonna show up, but I think they're for real.
Shout out Santa Clara fella. Rams lose. Woo! Yeah, not for real. Shout out to the Lambs. Lions and Texans game. Big enchilada on Sunday. Big enchilada on Sunday, man. Jared Goff, who I was hyping up, big hyper of on the show. CJ Stroud, my QB1 in the league, having a mid-off for interceptions on the day.
God,
Jared Goff with 5 picks. That was crazy. Jared Goff with 5 interceptions. CJ Stroud with 2. Bruh. The Lions still came back in that game, bro. That was crazy.
Jared Goff was out there throwing like he had Vaseline on his hands.
Yeah, someone was crazy. What
are you doing, bro? But like you said, at the end of the day, they still got the win. The Texans, bro, the second half, they just decided they didn't want to play football no more. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
I would say the one that really I was like, it might be over is when Tank Dell was wide open in the end zone and CJ tried to get it to him and then
just lobbed that shit up. But he just like wasn't no type of zip on that motherfucker.
No,
he just floated that shit. Like, what you doing, bro? The nigga ran at least like 40 yards to make the interception. He for sure came from the opposite side, but still, CJ floated that bitch. Like, bro, they are professionals too, fam. What you doing?
Yeah. My boy just he froze up. The lights was too bright. I was I was ready to come on the show talking about shit. I thought, but they could have got the win with the Lions, bro.
Hey, I picked them to win. Shit, I picked them to win. So I picked them to win.
That's right. You are true. You did. It was right.
It was looking cool for a minute. They just decided
it was looking real good. That touchdown would have put them like that would have ended it.
Yeah.
Dude, make the interception.
Sam Darnold back to his old ways, even though they got the win.
Yeah, man. I was, spoiler alert, they are also not on my power rankings again. As I went ahead and saw they barely could beat the Jaguars without Trevor Lawrence. That shit was pretty funny. And that early game, Bryce Young versus the Giants. Trash.
Gotta win.
It was pretty good, though. You get 2 weak teams like that together, y'all saying it's going to be
part of my take called that the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah, because they both had 2 wins.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's about right. But Daniel Jones still getting these checks.
God damn, he stinks.
Bro, he's terrible, bro. And they talking about benching Caleb Williams now, of course, just because it's his fault all of a sudden that the coaches sucks and can't call good offensive plays.
That team quit. The Bears is done. Because that's why I said I wanted to pick the Bears, but I'm like, I just don't think. Like, part of me believes they just quit, and that confirmed it. They lost. That loss to the Patriots. The offense, like you said, couldn't do anything. I don't know what type of plays they be calling. Like, I'm just confused. And then the Bucs, man, I know I said the Falcons damn near locked up that NFC South, but I don't know, bro. Like, I know they swept the Bucs, but
they started to take some L's, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and the Falcons just leaving the door open, bro. Like, I thought they was gonna be able to walk away with it, but Bucks about to get Mike Evans back. They already been holding water. Like,
this is true, man. This is true. It's gonna be some interesting weeks left. I'm not mad at that.
Gotta keep a little faith.
No, fact, no, you are still in the game. You are still in the game. OB3 says the Jets are done. Yeah, they're definitely. They did a lot of hoopla for nothing. I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, it was up 23-7 at half. Shit.
Yeah, facts. It was.
The Texans blew that one.
Blew it. CJ. I think my boy gonna bounce back this week though. Nico coming back. OB3 says felt like a bad game for Germany to watch. LOL. I mean, it was
revenge for World War II.
That shit is funny. That was pretty good. And then yes, Rocking New Era. Chuba Hubbard has been a great pickup for me in fantasy football. That's pretty funny. I got Jonathan Brooks. I've been holding on to him all season since I drafted him. And Chuba Hubbard has not only been the leading rusher, but also gotten the bag now. So it's pretty much cooked for fucking running back situation.
Yeah.
Here. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up. But that's some good around the league talk. We're gonna jump into the Week 11 NFL Power Rankings. We go ahead and rank our top 10 teams for the week. Would you like to go first? Or would you like me to start?
Shit don't matter. Whatever you want.
I'll go ahead and jump it off then. As I have some new, fresh blood on my list. As I made this list in the second quarter of the Monday night game, as I already knew these niggas was gonna lose. So the Rams have officially fallen out of the top 10 for me, and I'm gonna put the Arizona Cardinals at number 10 on the list. Leading the NFC West right now. They're looking pretty good with all the offensive weapons they got, and Marvin Harrison Jr. finally getting it going. Kyler's been going. Nigga, they said, I think me and Kyle said today that Kyler Murray has officially entered the MVP chatter. Would you put Kyler Murray in the MVP chatter?
I would have to see the numbers, but I'm not mad at that.
So Cardinals at 10. Number 9, got the Packers. They were off this week. I was a little bit not trying to put them on the list, but currently thinking nobody else to put on there. Maybe the gang. But I need us to win one more week, and we will be back on the list. So shout out to the Niners. Texans at 8. Have them sliding down from. Now I got them still at 8, so they're still at 8 from last week. They lost to the number 2 team. Could have beat them, so I'm not going to drop them off the list yet. But if they don't get a win this week, with Nico Collins back, you're done. Number 7, Commanders. Got the Commanders at 7. Had them at 5 last week. Bumped them down. That's probably their worst loss of the season to the Steelers. Jaden Daniels looked like a mortal this week, so put them down at 7. Eagles at 6. They are one spot up from last week. They're starting to pick up some speed. So went ahead and put them at number 6. Number 5, got the Ravens. My top 5 is pretty much the same, honestly, from last week. All these teams won, so not going to change it up. 4, Steelers. 3, Bills. 2, Lions. Number 1, you already know.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was about to say some it's a little bit of motion in there, so I can respect the list. I understand, you know what I'm saying, the gripes you have and the reasoning behind the list, so I can respect it.
Is my top 5 correct?
Who did you have again? You had
Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Steelers, Ravens.
I got Ravens at 6. I'm not mad at it, but I got Ravens at 6.
I've done it the same. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I've done it the same.
So shit, I'm about to say I can get into mind. You want
who do you have on your list, my boy?
Number 10. Mm-hmm. I got the Minnesota Vikings. I was torn between them and the Texans, but the Texans have lost 3 out of their last 4, with the only win being a 3-point win to the Colts. And the Vikings beat them head up. So I gave the Vikings that 10 spot and took the Texans off. So
I'm mad at it. Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Yeah, had to do that. Number 9, I think this is the first time I've had them on my list. I'm going the Chargers.
Damn, that's why.
Quietly
that's why I should have put on my list. I'm not mad at that. Shout out Justin Herbert on the fantasy game. Yes, sir.
Yeah, quietly creeping up. So I got them right there. 8, I got the Packers staying put at 8. Bye week. I'm not going to drop you. I'm not going to move you up. You just going to have to stay at 8. We'll see how you look this week. Because it's Packers and Bears. So
they're gonna beat the Bears.
I mean, we expect them to, but you know, with the rivalry game, you just never know. But the Packers do own the Bears, so
yeah.
I hope they lose anyway because we played them week after. So fuck them.
Right.
Number 7, they did take this loss. Obviously, it was a good team, but I got to put the Commanders falling out of the top 5. Number 7, they came down to the wire, but like you said, this was the first game where Jaden Daniels just didn't look like an MVP. So, got to get the rookie woes out the way. Number 6, like I just said, I got the Ravens right there. So they're right there, you know what I'm saying, hanging around. They're one of the better teams, but they still got some ugly losses. So they're not in my 5 yet.
And almost could have lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it came down to the wire. For sure. Jamar Chase hates the damn Ravens. It's personal at this point. But number 5, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Are they finally in the top 5? Let's go.
Yeah. The Commanders, you feel me? They pretty much took the Commanders spot, or Commanders were 4, but you know, I've been saying neither one of them teams have played anybody good, and I consider both of them good. So, you know, got to give them their props. They did what they supposed to do. Obviously, the game could have went either way, but a win is a win. You don't apologize for wins. Number 4, I got the Eagles. Feel like they're on the up and up. Yeah. I feel like they're on the up and up. They're one of the better teams. So I think they're gonna start making their case around here, and then other ones don't change. You got the Bills, the Lions, then the Chiefs. I know a lot of people can say the Lions have potentially look like the best team, but for my list, I cannot move a team out of the first spot and they haven't lost. Like, I'm not going to let the Lions skip them with a loss on their record. Like, I agree that if we're doing the eye test, the Lions look better than the Chiefs. I agree with that.
Even with Jared Goff throwing 5 picks last night, and I know you be getting on Jared Goff.
Yeah, because I feel like they've won, and like the Chiefs have too, but I just feel like the Lions have won in more convincing fashion, and like if you take away like both, who do you feel like was more impressive yesterday, with the Lions or the Chiefs?
I'm gonna go the Chiefs because they weren't dominating. I felt like the Texans more lost that game than the Lions kind of came back and won. Even though they made plays, they made some really good plays, but I felt like the Chiefs were just like, I think down a little, like 14-3, I think, in the first half. And then they just rallied back and they made the block at the end of the game. So I would say the Chiefs win was more impressive to stay undefeated. But you think the Lions had a more impressive comeback yesterday?
Yeah, I think the Lions win was way better to me. The Chiefs, you block a field goal. How often does that really happen? I mean, whatever. But,
I mean, that's the sauce.
I mean, cool. But you're not gonna be able to repeat that again. So that's cool. Like the Lions, they dug themselves a big ass hole and crawled out of it. So
hold on, wait. What is more unlikely, blocking a field goal or throwing 5 interceptions and then coming back to win the game?
I mean, blocking a field goal, like throwing 5 interceptions in itself is an anomaly. But you digging yourself in a hole and climbing back from a 20-something point deficit, I think that's more impressive.
Folks, niggas have won football games by blocking field goals before. I don't think there's. I think we have to look this up, but I'm not too sure that many people have won with 5 interceptions in a game. That might be a first.
Right, but you're not going to throw 5 interceptions again. But you're definitely not blocking another field goal kick this year.
You could block a field goal. You could definitely block a field goal to lose the game, right? To win the game.
I mean, sure, it's possible, but they're not going to do that again. That'll happen one time a year, if that. The Jets can come. I mean, the Lions can come back from 20-something points. Yes, you're focused on the 5 interceptions, but I'm more so focused on coming back. I don't care how you trail or how you dig yourself a hole.
I feel like you could come back off like how the Chiefs came back. They was down 14-3 and they battled back. But the Lions threw 5 interceptions, bro, and they still got the win. That's kind of improbable, bro.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, as far as
you were just saying, that's just more impressive.
The climbing out of the deficit more so than
that's
specifics to how they got down. Like
that's real. That's real.
Most people ain't even getting a chance to throw 5 picks. You're getting benched after 3, maybe 4. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. But they're gonna be a tough out. Somebody put that on Twitter. I think my boy Jesse, shout out Jesse, he was like, they're gonna be a tough out. If you throw 5 interceptions and still win the game, that's tough, brother. For real. Yes, we already said that rocking the era. Dallas definitely got killed by the Eagles. They are cooked. Because I was ready to drop the Lions yesterday, but they one of the best teams, bro. Cannot fake it. Bills, they staying steady. I want to see what they do as they play some. They've been playing some kind of all right teams, but their schedule's going to get a little bit better going down the stretch here. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the one. If they, you think they can knock off Mahomes?
Yep, I'm picking the Bills this week.
Oh, he's coming out the gate with the parlay, Pippin. Oh, and I just think Project Pat owns them, bro. It's been too many close ones for them, and they always come out on top. It's kind of like us, like they just can't beat these niggas, man. It's tough. I would still go with the Chiefs, but I'm not mad at you because it's Josh Allen. He's a bad motherfucker, so I would not be mad at that for picking the Bills this weekend over the Chiefs. That'll be good. But yeah, that is our power rankings for this week. Tune in next week as we'll definitely probably switch it up from teams. Hopefully, one of these niggas lose next week. Chiefs, Lions, and Bills, and we get switch up the top 5. The top 5 has been the same for the last 2 days or 2 weeks. Switching gears. Over to the Warriors, 82 on the day. Shout out to the squad, currently 3rd in the NBA Western Conference. I'm trying to share my screen. We don't usually get too many share screens around here sometimes, but I had to go ahead and pull it up for the gang because we are sitting pretty. Even though I think we should be ahead of the Thunder at least because we did beat the niggas, but they might win, so that makes sense. And then the Suns are ahead of us by 0.5 because they got more home game wins than we do, I guess you can see here. But yeah, we're good either way. Sit at the top of the West. Got smoked on Friday by the Cavaliers, as Pat called out, and ended up getting a big win last night versus the Thunder. The gang is going crazy. Yeah, shouts out to everybody. Tell you, feel me? Everybody type it out. Warriors. Pat, what do you think of the squad right now, bro?
Looking good. Looking good. We are on track, you know what I'm saying, for your prediction through these 5 games so far.
55.
So,
You get 55.
you know what I'm saying? So we'll continue to see how we going, you know what I'm saying, with this next little stretch of games. But I like the way we're playing. Obviously with Chet going down, and from we don't want to see nobody getting hurt.
That was big.
But that made the game a lot easier for us because they started playing 5 guards, which is a mistake if you play against the Warriors, in my opinion. But did our thing. Obviously tomorrow we play Clay, and the Gafford Lively center combination is something to look for or look at. But I still think we can get the Mavs get this win.
Definitely. We'll get into the Mavericks game in a second, but just to talk about the 2 games from over the weekend. Cavaliers came out going crazy on Friday with a barrage of threes. They was looking. Nah, this nigga Donovan Mitchell had my boy Pies on skates. But yeah, we tried to make it a game in the 4th, but couldn't really come back and crest that hill. So ended up getting.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen Ty Jerome scored like 9 straight points, and I turned the game off. Bro. I'm not gonna lie. I see a dredge. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here, but y'all got it. We was down by like 40, and I was like, yeah, Ty Jerome doing this, like, wrap this shit up.
Yeah, it was go enjoy yourself type of game. Go ahead, my man.
It was them threes that they were just killing us. It wasn't even so much the rebounding in that game. It was like they were just making every shot. It was just like, whatever.
Yeah, facts. They came out ready to go, but last night's game, the boys looked pretty ready to go with the splash guy going crazy, hitting the night at the end cellar, you know what I'm saying? Because Shea was talking that shit last year, and splash guy went ahead and had to go ahead and answer that and let Thunder know who is daddy. Andrew Wiggins with 18. D'Anthony Melton, your boy, 19 points on the day, plus 8. A couple rebounds, couple assists. Do you think that's probably excuse me, I'm sorry. Talk your shit right now, sir.
Right, I'm just saying that's more than a couple, my boy.
No, I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it on the board, but I do see it now. He has 10 rebounds on the day, double. Do you think that's our best starting 5 right now with Curry, D'Anthony Melton, Wiggins at the 3, Dre at the 4, TJD at the 5?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of still like Moody in that lineup, but I'm not mad at putting Melton in there. I do feel like Kerr played him a little bit long in certain spurts, but he be hooping though. It's hard to argue. You feel me? And he's a Kerr type of player. He makes smart decisions, plays hard, plays defense. Kuminga was hooping last night. My boy had 20 points.
Off the bench.
Yeah, I felt like he could have went to him a little bit earlier when we were not able to score.
Still play 26 minutes though.
Yeah, he played solid. But still, I felt like I said he still could have went to him a little earlier when we weren't able to score for that long drought time period. But for the most part, man, we were looking good. Everybody's doing their thing. Filling into their roles nicely. I was mad Looney didn't play, but other than that, it was solid.
Man, that was crazy in the DMP for Big Loan. Trey Jackson Davis, that's gang, but my boy just has to get a lot better at the rebounding. I feel like that's his biggest area of improvement. And he does everything else well, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm about saying he's 6'9". Like when he's going against 7-footers, he's gonna struggle, bro. It just is what it is.
But it's like he has bounce though. It's not like he can't jump, so it's like it's kind of just more like I feel like he don't be in the places to it. Like Looney is really good with getting to the spot where he sees the ball coming off to get the actual rebound, but TJD just looks lost whenever the ball comes off the rim. I don't know. Maybe that's
yeah. I mean, I see what you mean to an extent, but like I said, when you're going against elite 7-footers and 7-foot players, he's just gonna look a little lost out there.
You just said the Thunder after Chet went down, they had nobody out there over.
Yeah, but he didn't get back in. I think Chet got hurt though.
Did it? Yeah, no, I guess you're
Nah,
right. But
he started against Chet, and Chet was grabbing every fucking rebound, and then TJD didn't see the floor again.
But I think it's who said it? I want to say Dre said it, but we yeah, thank you, Alan. Rebounding is definitely a skill. Like it's like I say, man, like he can get the boards because you got what Wiggins out here getting 8, pot or shit. I think who had 10? Definitely Melton had 10 rebounds. Your boy had 10 rebounds. He's shooting guard, bro. Like you don't have to be the tallest guy to get it. Like I said, like Alan said right there, it is kind of more of a skill. I just like he could just be just better in that area, and that will bring his value just way more up because he does everything else pretty good. So that's just my only gripe with the starting lineup there, but we will see. OB3 says Anthony Melton's nickname is Melt. He already got a nickname on the team. Do you like the nickname Melt for D'Anthony Melton?
I mean, I guess it fits. I guess.
Cheese Melt. Rockin' New Era says, you guys see Clay's response about the Warriors giving away captain tats. I did. He said it was. Honestly, he just said it just sounds like a good thing for the fans. I think if anything from Clay's response, just him downplaying tomorrow and kind of acting like he said it's just another game. And it would the only big deal would be if because at the start of the in-season tournament. So that would be the big reason for the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, okay.
But is Clay woofing about how monumental this game at Chase is going to be tomorrow, which your boys will be in the building for?
I mean, he's probably trying to convince himself that, but once that video board and montage video gets going, he's going to be feeling all the emotion. So I guess that's what he wants to tell himself.
There's supposed to be a moment where we also, in the crowd, will salute. Everyone will take off their captain's hat and salute Captain Clay. So it should be a really great time tomorrow at the arena. Alan Perry says Clay is for sure still salty. Yeah, we can get into that right now because Anthony Slater went ahead and dropped a pretty good piece today, just kind of outlining the whole Klay Thompson saga throughout him not coming back to the team and just pretty much like when he was that first time when he got hurt after the championship and he went away from the team to rehab instead of staying here with Rick Scalabrine. He ended up being like 10 pounds overweight, and that's how he ended up tearing his Achilles in that summer run before that following season. And then also too, they got into the offseason moves last year. They said Steve Kerr drove up from San Diego to meet him for a lunch at Manhattan Beach, and they ended up, I think, over lunch. By the end of that lunch, he pretty much told Steve, because Steve told him, like, look, bro, you're going to have to come off the bench. We don't really have a role for you. This is pretty much like last year. And he would almost just be what Buddy Hield is now, like, brother, 6-man coming off the bench. And Clay just told him right there, like, man, I think I'm just go ahead and go to Dallas. And that was pretty much that. So just with all the talk coming out about how it kind of went, and they said Joe Lacob and him went golfing over the summertime too to try and get Clay back, and they ended up didn't even talk about any deals or nothing. But do you think Clay is still salty about how everything went down this offseason?
I mean, sure. How could you not be? I mean,
yeah.
Feel like he built this and he didn't get the appreciation to see it through. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit of animosity there.
Especially too with our fast start as well. That cannot be helping them out with the mental because, like I wouldn't say they think they're better than me without me, but I'm sure it's crossed his mind a little bit. But I think it's just going to be a pretty emotional night tomorrow for the whole gang, Chase Center and Clay included. Rockin' Air says, you guys think Clay is salty that Buddy's doing well and kind of replaced him? Alan Perry says, Buddy Hield is looking like Clay in 2016. Would you say the Buddy Hield now with the new Splash Buddies kind of being a thing? Do you think Clay is also hot about that? I don't think he would be hot about that.
No. I mean, I feel like it may be looking at, like, he may be looking at himself in the mirror like, damn, was I the problem? But I don't feel like he would wish bad on the Warriors. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Never feel like he man, fuck them when he sees like the team hooping. Like he might feel like that about Laker and Dunleavy,
Right.
but
Right.
I don't never he feel like sees the team on the court and be like, feeling any type of way. I don't.
Yeah.
That's just not how I view it. But
I look at him as an ultimate competitor, and pretty much like he wants to beat us. He definitely wants to beat us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Smoke us, shoot us out the gym, all that shit. But in terms of hating from afar, like seeing us like winning and shit like that, I don't think Clay is bothered by it. So I mean, we'll see definitely. I cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. No, I was just I just don't think Clay's that type of person that'll be like see Buddy Hield out here serving and be like, man, fuck him. Like,
yeah, no, but plus it's his Bohemian brother too. Like I'm saying, they both
right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Olympic squad together, so it just I honestly think it was still a good move for both sides. Clay started off fresh with the Dallas Mavericks in a new city, like,
in a role he prefers.
Yep, starting on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I think he's good with the whole Buddy move. OB3 says, yeah, Clay is salty for sure. It's sad it ended this way, but hopefully tomorrow night Clay will see that he's still loved here in the Bay. Oh, I think Clay definitely knows he's still loved here in the Bay. His fault was not with the fans. It wasn't with the area. He misses. I know he misses sailing in on the Bay in the boat, but he was just more upset, like Pat says, with Laker and Dunleavy, and just feeling like he didn't get the respect he deserved at the end of the day. Jay the Frey says, imagine if Clay outdid his 37-point in a half game tomorrow.
I mean, he did that in the quarter, so I don't ever see that happening. I don't ever see that happening again.
Like that's an out of body experience, dog. 37
in
the quarter. No, was it 5 dribbles, or was that the 63?
No, the 60 in 3 quarters was.
That was off 7 dribbles, right?
Yeah, 11 dribbles.
11 dribbles, yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah. The 37 and a quarter was. I don't remember how many times he dribbled or nothing.
It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. It was just he did that. And then I think he made like 11 threes and 10 threes or something like that. It was crazy.
How many points would that be a minute, bro? Was it 27? It's 12 minutes, right, per quarter?
Yeah.
That's roughly 3 points every minute.
Yeah, he was making a 3 damn near every minute.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Oh man, damn, bro. Shout out to the legend. It's gonna be lit as fuck tomorrow at the arena for the chase. Cannot wait to get my captain's hat and just see the boys go at it, man. Over under Draymond and Clay getting into it tomorrow with Clay calling Draymond the ops in the offseason.
Nah, I don't know. Draymond might take a hard foul, but I don't see him really getting into it.
Ooh, you'll see Clay, what's my man's name, lame ass nigga, Dylan Brooks situation, Memphis, him and Draymond getting into it like that. I mean,
they might talk some shit at the free throw line, but I don't see him really getting into it.
Yeah, unless it's like a hard foul or some shit like that. Like, will Draymond hard foul Clay tomorrow?
For sure.
Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Oh,
if Clay drives to the basket, Draymond going for sure fouling the Lord.
Like not push him in the air type shit, but it's gonna be a
nice little swipe down. Yeah, exactly. Chop down, snatch him out the air, hold him up or something like that, and then Clay go talk some shit as he walk into the free throw line.
Then tap on his chest afterwards. Alex Perry asked, "Are Clay and Draymond beefing?" If you listen to Draymond's podcast, it's not really a beef, but when they were training in the offseason, and Klay Thompson referred to Draymond as the ops, telling Kyrie to not talk to Draymond as he is the ops. So in that moment, Draymond said now he will be able to run through. He's going to run through Klay's chest. So, excuse me, still getting over this cough. But I don't think they're beefing. It's just a healthy competition between brothers. Steph, I heard, is still salty about Klay going to Dallas, but I mean, I just want to see. Do you think Splash God's gonna go crazy tomorrow?
Yeah, especially after he got sparked up in OKC, like got the rhythm going, and then I think he gonna try every time Clay make a three, Steph gonna try and come back and hit one. So I think it's gonna be that.
My fault. Heavily underrated. I got to drink some water, y'all. Heavily underrated matchup tomorrow because of how the matchup is. Melton is going to be on Kyrie, so it's essentially going to be Steph versus Clay tomorrow. Offense and defense.
Who's they small forward? Luka. No, they
so
got.
It's probably going to be Wiggins on Luka. They got who's on five? Go ahead and look it up. It's Kyrie, Clay, Luka, Gafford at the 5, and then is it light skin, bro, at the 4? Who's at the 4?
PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. He was hurt though the other night, so I don't know if he's gonna play. But essentially, it's gonna be Steph and Clay going up against each other on the court tomorrow. Who y'all got? Yeah. Who y'all got in that matchup? Steph versus Clay. Put it in the chat right now. Who will have the most points? I'm going, of course, Splash Guy. I think he'll definitely have more points.
Oh, they start Najee Marshall. Okay.
I don't know who that is.
That's probably who Steph would be guarding more than
Clay.
Yeah, if I had to guess. They might put him on him a little bit, but I feel like, yeah, Melton going for Kyrie. Wiggins probably.
Luka.
No, they might put Draymond on Luka and Wiggins on Clay.
I think Draymond not gonna be on Luka because that's what Wiggins guarded when we played him in the championship or in the Western Conference Finals. Hater alert!
That's before they had Clay.
This is also true. Rocking the era. What if Clay goes over 13 tomorrow? LOL. Bro, it's a possibility.
Yeah,
but I think he'll be. I think he'll be very motivated tomorrow, y'all. I don't think the over is coming for sure. OB3 has Steph in that matchup versus Clay. It's gonna be lit, y'all. I'm excited. It's gonna be crazy. Both teams are gonna be going in. The Mavericks aren't doing so well either right now, so I'm thinking we definitely get the win. But I'm just here for the smoke. See if Draymond and Clay gonna get into it. See the Splash Brothers battle, and just see us go ahead and give thanks to a Hall of Famer and certified legend that helped build the Chase Center, and Klay Thompson coming home. And we go ahead and send it off right, and then we go ahead and tip it off, and you know what I'm saying, get the fight going, bro. Anything else that you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Nah. That's really just it. Obviously the Steph and Kyrie matchup's been going on for years at this point, but it's really just about Clay coming back home, seeing what he does, how he, like I say, feels and performs in front of his whole family.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also too, we haven't talked about it yet. In-season tournament starts tomorrow. We will be in attendance to see the court and the colors. Have you changed your mind on the court color change?
The courts are way better this year.
I have seen. I do like ours is still like I'm not feeling the gray. I still like the more popping colors like red or blue. But you like the trophy, the gigantic trophy on the floor and stuff.
Yeah, I just think overall all the courts is better from what I've seen compared to last year. Like last year they were just stupid to me.
He was not fucking with it at all. Do we want the tournament trophy though?
Yeah. Listen, I always want us to win, but
yes, sir.
I'm not really chasing it. But if we're winning, I want us to win. Period. Shit.
Yeah, I say we're not. It's not the
don't hang that banner.
You don't want to hang the banner? Come on, man. We gotta hang the in-season tournament banner, bro. It's just like
put that in the practice gym.
Nah, fuck that. We win the in-season tournament. We gotta put the banner up. I don't know what the Lakers did. Kev Stone in the building. Been a minute. Let us
Man,
know if the Lakers did the Lakers hang that in-season tournament banner. Go ahead, my man.
Oh, we know they hung that. Now it's the last bang they're ever gonna hang.
Rocket New Era says Clay ain't no David Ruffin. What the hell, David Ruffin? You ain't nothing. Shout out. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? David Ruffin was a bad motherfucker. OB3 says the court looks good. Not quite sure. Thank you. I don't see why it's gray, but at least the baseline is going to be blue. So I definitely look for that for tomorrow. Not as many eyesores as last year. And Capstone says, don't act like y'all don't want the trophy because we won it first. No, I want the trophy. I ain't gonna lie. Pat says we're not gonna hang the banner. I think we should hang the banner. It won't be as big of a banner. It'll just be like a next to the where they put the jerseys at. Just a little quick little jersey sign banner. Nah. Well, we'll see what happens. But another great show. I want to thank y'all for coming through. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. Make sure that you'll go ahead and like and share this episode right here. Check us out on all podcasting platforms at On Base Soil, on socials at On Base Soil. And we will talk to y'all later on in the week. My boy Pat, as always, last words.
Yeah. Welcome back, my boy Clay. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to that game tomorrow. Yeah, that's really pretty much all I got. Niners, you feel me? We got the Seahawks this week, so it's fuck Seattle as always.
We'll
get into that a little bit later in the week, but yeah, man, appreciate y'all coming through as always. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, hit the subscribe, like this episode right here. Tell a friend or tell a friend. Hit all the socials, man. You know how we do it. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. We're gonna put Seattle back in the body bag. Everybody have a good night. We'll talk to y'all later.